Good evening, YMCA family. How are you all today? I'm Jennifer, and we are here for some yoga, right? So no matter what your week brought you, if it was a great week, if it was a not so great week, if it was a week maybe severely lacking in ice cream, whatever your week brought you, we are here just to do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of breathing, and certainly a little bit of decompressing. So I am so glad that you are here. Give me a shout out if you are here, or give us all a shout out if you're tuning in to do this session later. We always love to know when you guys are here with us. So what do you need today? The usuals, right? Just a nice, easy, open space where you've got some room to stretch and breathe, and of course you're gonna need something to stretch your hammies with. So I will give you a moment to go find your band or your strap or your bathroom, the strap from your bathroom, whatever you need to stretch those hammies. There we go. Hey, how are you? Wait, is that Pam? Nope, that's Renee. Hi, Renee. So glad you are here. So glad you are tuning in. So, excellent. Bands, maybe a little bit of water if you need it. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot back while you get cozy on your mat. Excellent, excellent. All right, guys. Here we are in our nice, easy, open space, band nearby, breathing, right? So, lift up nice and tall. Go ahead and soften up those shoulders. So if you had that kind of tense week where you were really worried and stressed out, we want to take this moment just to relax here through the neck, through the shoulders. This is where most of us carry all of our tension. So let's take a little breath here. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, let that go. Let that go. Your hands are on your knees, comfortable seated position. Remember, everything I give you is just a suggestion, so you make sure that everything works for you today. So let's close your eyes and breathe. Expand that chest as you inhale. And feel that chest contract as you exhale. Take a few breaths. If you'd like to place your hands on your chest while you breathe, or your tummy, that's perfectly fine. Floating those hands maybe back down to those knees, we will continue to breathe. So gently here, roll your head around, make some easy circular rotations. Very nice. Roll that head the other way. Loosen it all up. Right back up to the top. Very nice. Feeling a little bit more loose even already. Scoop those arms out to the side. Inhale, reach and extend up through your fingertips. And we'll go ahead and press the air down beside you. Both hands down on that mat. Soft through the upper body, and just drop an ear to a shoulder. So with that opposite hand down on the floor, we might get a little extra stretch into the side of that neck. Good. Up we go to the top. Other side, drop it over. And up we go. Beautiful. Take those hands on around behind you. Interlace those fingers. Squeezy those shoulder blades together and lift up your chin. Breathe. Go ahead and slide those hands right to your knees and drop here into our nice seated cat stretch. And as we come into that cat stretch here with that nice rounded back, try to hinge back. Take your back closer to that wall behind you. And excellent. Up tall to the top. Very nice. Scoop those arms out to the side once again. Reach up. Lift up nice and tall. Then we're going to bend your elbows and bring both hands down onto your back as if we were doing cow face pose, but with both hands reaching down at the same time. You might be able to wiggle those fingertips down a little lower as well. Breathe, breathe. And release. Fantastic. Float those hands back down to your knees, only so we can then rotate to the right. So I've got one hand on either side of that right knee. I'm going to take a gigantic step forward. Come on out with a nice flat back. Flat back as we hinge it forward. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, round down, nose to the knee. Lift up, back to that flat back, and then we'll go ahead and walk it back in and around to the front. Same thing, other side. So a little tiny rotation, one hand on either side of that left knee. Lift up, one monster step forward with your hands flat back as you're trying to reach the crown of the head forward over that left knee. There we are. Take a breath. And then round it down, nose to the knee. Lifting up that head, coming back to that flat back, and then up to the top, and rotate back to the front. Good job. Wiggle, wiggle. There we are. We've got that nice wiggle. Let's go ahead and put a little arch in your back here. So maybe take your hands on around to your glutes or to your hips. We're going to squeeze your elbows together, open up that chest, and go ahead and press forward. So we really want to put a little bit of an arch here in that back. Lift the chin to the sky. Breathe, breathe. And then relax. One more time, hands to those knees, scoop and round down. Just to relax it. And up tall to the top. Lovely. Scoop just that right arm out. We're going to send that right arm up to the sky and give yourself a little dip over to the left. There's a little reach. And up. Lower down, we'll just swap sides. Scoop up that left arm, reach it tall, and dip to the other side. Nice. Up we go to the sky and lower down. Take both hands, push those guys right on down into the mat. Drop your chin to your chest. We're going to take your tailbone and we're going to scoop your tailbone up towards your belly button. So we got to pull in your tummy at the same time and just push into your hands and lift up those hips. And down we go. Core is engaged. We will untangle those legs of yours. Go ahead and just maybe park those feet on the mat. Bring your hands here behind you. And we're just gonna maybe windshield wiper those legs out a little bit. So if you wanna widen your feet, you can just windshield wiper those hips. Good job. That felt awfully nice. Fantastic. Go ahead and maybe bring those feet back together, grab behind those thighs, and let's lift up tall, nice and long. Shoulders right over those hips. Close your eyes. Check in with your posture. How long is your spinal column? Reaching upward, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. Let's give it a good spinal twist. So I'm going to take my left leg here. I'm just going to let that left knee flop down on the floor. Got my left ankle here underneath my bent right knee. And we're going to lift up tall and we're just going to rotate around to the right. Using that right knee, as a little bit of leverage. So you can look out over your right shoulder, and you can even position that left elbow on the outside of that right knee as you twist. And excellent. Come on back to the center. Lift up nice and tall. Check in with that posture. We're gonna go ahead here, maybe position your hands down on the mat, and you can step that right foot forward if you'd like. We're gonna keep that spine nice and straight like we did before. And I just want you to hinge forward. So we're reaching your chest closer to that right thigh. But keep everything flat, try not to round. If it doesn't touch, that is perfectly fine. And up to the top. Beautiful. Left foot on the mat, right knee, right leg. Let it flop down here beside you. Lift up and let's find that rotation, that nice spinal twist, using that bent knee as a little bit of leverage. Rotate on around, let that head follow. And excellent. Back to the front. You can reposition this left foot if you would like, but I want you to lift up tall. Hands positioned here beside you for a little support, and just hinge forward, chest and thigh come closer together, back is flat. Nice, and up we go. So why all the flatness? Why all that lengthening through the spine? It's all about your posture, right? I want you to be sure that you are tall and lifted out in the world. So we work on it here for that reason. Lift up nice and straight once again, and if you can this time, pick those feet up off the mat. Find your balance, right here in the center. And then we're gonna find our boat, maybe a little Navasana. So I'm gonna rotate on around to the side, and then maybe we'll just reach those arms and legs out. Excellent. Bring it all in. Park those feet on the mat. Stretch your legs forward. There we go. Give them a wiggle. Point your toes. And up on your tiptoes, just pull those toes back and flex your feet. Good job. Point your toes. And then pull those toes back. And flexy those feet. Beautiful. Roll those ankles around. Did you wear good shoes today? Need to be good to our feet. Opposite direction, roly. And beautiful. Wiggle out those legs, shake them out. And then we're gonna go ahead and come down onto your back. So I'm gonna grab my band, just make sure it's nearby, and then we'll go ahead and round it down, roll it down onto your mat. Let's go ahead and flop your arms out to the side T position, and we will flop your knees out to the side as well. So just wiggle out those hips. Here we are in that nice, easy, open butterfly position. So hang out here, let's breathe a little bit. Excellent. Draw those knees back together. Fantastic. We're going to take those arms, float those arms here down beside you, palms face downward. We're going to press up into bridge, and today we're going to hold our bridge. We're going to stay at the top. So you find whatever position is best for you, and really lift up those hips, level and square. So inhale, breathe in. Exhale, scoop up the tailbone, lifty those hips up to the sky. You can stay right here. You can interlace your fingers underneath you, or even you can roll your heels off the floor so you find your bridge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Relax those arms up underneath you, and as you breathe out, roll that spine down to the floor. The last thing to arrive at the bottom is your tailbone. It's the last thing to release. We'll go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and just scoop it up. Tight little tiny ball. Reach down, grab your big toes or maybe your ankles, and then up we go. Dead bug. Beautiful. From your dead bug, let's rock it out. Fantastic. Back to the center, soles of the feet come together, grab the ankles, take a breath, and let's go ahead and scoop and reach your nose up towards your feet. Scoopy, scoopy. Tummies are engaged. And then we'll go ahead and come on back down. Excellent. Draw those knees together and let's find our nice Apanasana. So I'm going to hug my right knee into my body, my right leg into my body. Send that left leg down and out along the mat and flex both feet. There we are. So both feet are flexing. Right leg, really hug it into your chest. And then as you're ready, we'll go ahead and swap out sides. Push out through those heels. And lovely. Release it. Bending both knees so that both feet are flat on that mat. Take a moment just to check in with your body. See if you're feeling even and level, right? A little analysis. Good, good. Alrighty, let's go ahead here. Let's stretch those hammies. So grab your strap or your band, loop up that right foot, and there is our nice hamstring stretch. So let's let that right leg come back closer to your chest. Oh, why the hammies? All the time the hammies, right? Big muscle group, so important to keep these guys lengthened, to keep your back happy, right? When the hammies start to shorten up, they get too short, the back starts to compensate, or either overcompensate, right? And then a lot of times this is why folks have lower back pain. So important to stretch out your hammies. Take your strap into just your left hand and let's allow that right leg to come over the center line of the body. So we just drift it over. And then we'll come on up, take that strap into that right hand, let that right leg open to the side. There we are. So still push out through that right heel. Your hips are level. We're balancing here. Fantastic. Release. Release that right leg. Send it down and out along your mat. Give it a little shake. And then we're going to bend it, position that right ankle on top of that left quad, and then find your through the hole pose. So we'll finish up this series here. Nah, I think we'll add one more thing. but nonetheless, hug those legs here into the body. Nice. Release, left foot to the mat. Take that right knee, push that right knee over on top of the left so the knees are all stacked. Then we're just gonna pick that left foot up off the floor, grab both ankles, and just pull your heels back here towards your hips. So this is our hero pose. We're just reclining, so you modify as you need to. But if you are feeling fancy, take your nose, scoop it up towards that right knee. We will untangle, we will release, and then just park those feet on the mat. So good. Wiggle out, shake out. Great. Just before we switch to the other side, check in with your body. Close your eyes. How do your hips feel? How do your hammies feel? Is everything level? Probably not. So let's go ahead and work on that other side. Grab your little strap. Loopy, loopy, hamstring stretch. Fantastic, guys. Feel that left leg coming closer to your body. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Reach up, take that strap, and then let's go ahead and let that leg float over the center line of the body here. So just a little drift, but your hips are still level. Up we go to the top, take that strap into that opposite hand and send that leg out to the side. Fantastic. Release that left leg. Send it down and out along your mat. Give it a little wiggle for a little shake. And then that left ankle comes up to that right quad for through the hole pose. Let's make that little change here. So breathe in, breathe out to release. Push that left knee over on top of the right. There, our knees are all stacked up. Grab your ankles, pull your heels back towards your hips. And if you are feeling reclining hero-y today, scoop it up. Excellent. Untangle, release, and then let's just maybe hug both knees here into the chest for another little rock if you need it. Who doesn't need a good rock on that lower back? Beautiful. We're going to take those hands, reach those hands behind the thigh, rock yourselves up to the top. We're going to give it a full forward seated bend. So wiggle out here, scoop up those arms, inhale, reach to the sky, exhale, hinge it over. Round and roll up to the top. Wiggle out those shoulders. Wiggle out those legs, and we are ready to flip over to hands and knees. So up we go. Excellent. Good. Right here at hands and knees, let's go ahead and just wag your tail in the puppy. There's a little wagging. Center it up, find your cat stretch. Flatten it out. Lovely, tuck up your toes, press up, down dog. Good, you hang out in your down dog, you can walk that dog, be sure to breathe. Nice, come forward into plank. Always need to wiggle the feet there a little bit. So we are in our nice plank position. Your tummies are pulling in. We're gonna release your knees to the mat, release your toes, drop your chin and chest to the mat, and then slide forward and curl up into cobra. Lift up a little higher into your cobra. And maybe press your hands forward, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and lift up into seal. Fantastic. Release from your seal, tuck up your toes. We're gonna go ahead and press back up into down dog. So if you wanna come on up past your knees first, that is absolutely fine. But go ahead and take in that deep breath and find your down dog. Fantastic. From your down dog, walk your feet forward. Relax those knees. Go ahead and roll yourself up to standing. So we'll come on up to the top. There we are. Go ahead and wiggle everything out just a bit. We're gonna take a breath. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, press. Let's do that again. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, press. Arms come down. Good job. So once again, check in with everything. We're gonna find your balance today. So you're in a nice, safe, open space. We're gonna really challenge your balance a little bit. So if you were with me in last night's class at the Y, we did do the same pose. We did tree, but we're just gonna find a nice easy tree. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart, and we're gonna bring your toes to the floor. And because of what we're about to do, you might need a wider base today. You might need to send those toes out to the side a little bit. So here's our base. I just want you to find your easy, basic tree. Stand tall, but I want you to practice balancing with your eyes closed. So that's gonna take out that point where you can focus on something and remain steady. This is gonna change things. So you find your tree, you balance here, and you check in with your center. Go ahead and open your eyes. If you're feeling a little fancy, you can absolutely pull up that leg, low or high, right? Or you can find a different position with your arms, right? Wherever you would like. You find your tree, keep it easy, but close your eyes once again. Nice. Open your eyes, release your tree. Let's swan dive it. Inhale up, exhale fold, inhale scoop, and exhale press. Go ahead and maybe bring those hands right back up to your heart at namaste. And let's just try the other side. So you don't have to go to the regular tree that you go to, right? You just find your tree and practice closing your eyes. Very different. Open your eyes. Maybe you can reset. Maybe if you'd like to find a different tree position, I'm going to bring my hands on around behind me. You find your different tree position, low, high, wherever you would like, and perhaps once again, close your eyes. Excellent. Release both feet on that nice tree ground. Yes. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, fold it forward, swan dive down. Inhale, up we go. And exhale, arms come down beside you. Excellent. Wiggle and shake. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and add in a couple of sun salutations today. I'm going to make my way up towards the front of my mat. Nice and steady, and we'll just do a series of three sun salutations. We'll try to make each of them a little bit different, right? So here we are, hands at the heart, right here at Namaste. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Here we go. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge it forward. Right leg, step it back, runner's lunge. There's our nice runner's lunge. Lift your head, look forward. Good. Right knee to the mat, release your toes. Lift yourselves up into monkey. And then release, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, step back, down dog. And we're gonna go find that cobra. So plank, knees, toes, chin and chest, cobra, relax, tuck and press up, down dog, and then right leg, go ahead and swing it forward between your hands. Up we go with that right leg. Good, lift the chin, look forward. Drop the knee, release the toes, lift it up into monkey. Float those hands down, tuck those toes, lift that knee, step forward, down dog, forward fold. Reverse the swan dive. Inhale and exhale to the heart. Second round, here we go. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge it out. Right leg, back we go, runner's lunge. Excellent, excellent. We're gonna drop the right knee to the mat, release the toes, lift up into monkey, open the arms, and rotate to the right. There we are. So we just got a little rotation. Back to the center, scoop and lift. Hands down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, step back, down dog. And find your cobra. Plank, knees, toes, chin and chest, cobra. And make your way back up, down dog. Right leg, swing it forward between those hands. Excellent. Left knee down, release the toes, scoop and lift into monkey. Open the arms, rotate to the left. Center it up, reach to the sky, hands down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, step forward. Reverse swan dive. And hands to the heart. Namaste. One more. Here we go. Inhale up and back. Exhale, hinge it out. Right leg reaches behind. So we're gonna come on up into warrior. So if you'd like to put your right knee down on the mat, please, please do. Or find your balance and lift up. Warrior. Hands to the mat, push back into pyramid. Straighten out that front knee, drop your nose to the shin. Lift the head, sink into that knee, step back, down dog. Come forward into plank. Now you're up dog. Knees, toes, derrieres mush up. Up dog. Lift the hips, tuck the toes, lift the knees, down dog. Fantastic. We gotta take that opposite leg forward. So swing that right leg up. There we go. Beautiful. We're gonna find your balance. Drop your knee if you would like. Come on up into warrior. Drop your shoulders down. Float those hands down to the floor. Push back. Pyramid. Straighten out that front leg as much as you can. Sink into that front knee. Take that left leg back there. Step it up to meet the right. Reverse your swan dive. And exhale. To the heart. Namaste. Bringing those paws back together here. Close your eyes. Breathe. Heart rate sped up a little bit with that sun salutation series, so let's just breathe and slow it down. Excellent. Relax those arms down beside you. Wiggle out those shoulders. Fantastic. We're gonna come down onto our mats. Let's just do a little kneeling and a little balancing. So probably the best way to do that is let's go ahead and roll down, hands to the mat, walk it on out, find your down dog, your most excellent down dog. Bestest down dog ever. Push your head back closer to your feet. And then we'll go ahead and release. Knees to the mat, release your toes. Fantastic. Reposition your left hand. Leave it here on the mat, just in the center of where your chest would be. We're gonna take your left leg, swing it back a little bit, and just reach up into side gate. So there's our side gate. We are reaching, we are lifting, we are extending. I feel that nice stretch down through my right oblique. Lift up that right leg. Balance here. If you are feeling fancy, bend that knee, reach back, grab that foot, and pull that leg back a little bit so we can arch through the spine. A little arch in that back. Send that leg back out if you need to. And float it down to the floor. Good job. Come on down, all fours. Scoop it, cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine. We're gonna do the other side, but I'm gonna flip around, right? So that I don't have to face behind you or face my hind parts to you. So there we are, fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and bring the right hand to the mat, swing that right leg back, left arm reaches to the sky, side gate. Make sure that right palm is spread out nice and wide underneath that right shoulder. Left leg can float up. Or we can reach back, grab that foot, and push your chest and your tummy forward as we arch that spine just a wee bit. Balance and breathe. And excellent. Out and up we go. Lower that foot down. And from here, let's go ahead and come back to all fours and sit it back into Balasana. Once you are in Balasana, wiggle your fingertips forward. You want to make sure that your elbows are lifted off the mat as best you can. But wiggle those fingers forward. We get that nice stretch into your armpits. Slide the hands back. Roll yourself up. We are going to go ahead and flip over. Flip over. Easy peasy. Yeah? So we're back on our hind parts. Let's go ahead and lift up nice and tall here. Straight spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. Take your time. Roll down onto that mat. Down we go. Just give it a little bit. Let's focus a little bit more on those hips today, shall we? Send your left leg down and out along your mat. Bring that right leg in. Let's position your right heel over on that left hip, or as close as you can get it to that position. I'm going to hold my left or my right foot in my left hand, and then my right knee, I'm just going to let it flop forward a little bit. So you can do whatever you would like with this right arm. So just let that knee flop forward. Excellent. We'll come on back up, draw that right knee in, and then slide that right leg down and out along your mat. Excellent. Left leg, hug it in. Right hand grabs maybe that left foot, bring it over close to your right hip, and then maybe just let that left knee flop forward a little. It doesn't have to be a big range of movement. Go ahead and pull that leg in, and then pull both legs in. Let's go ahead and rock side to side. And we're going to give it one more excellent spinal twist. Flop both arms out to the side, T position. Take both knees over to the right, and let's take your right hand and just gently press down on that left thigh. Just a little press there. Excellent. Release. Pull those knees through the center. Flop those knees to the other side. There we are. Left hand presses down on that top leg. That's the right leg if you're keeping track. Fantastic. Bring everything back to the center. Set those feet on the mat. We're going to slide those legs down and out along the floor. Wiggle out the legs, wiggle out the fingers. Go ahead and just melt yourself into a nice relaxed position for our remaining time. I'm going to go ahead and sit up, but I want you to just take a moment to wiggle your arms, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. In fact, if you can just for a moment wiggle only your big toes, that would be awesome. Just the big toes, I'll do it with you. And now just the little baby toes. those toes, melt yourself down into your mat. And once again, check in with your body. You know when things aren't feeling quite right. So just be aware of that. Always noticing, always being aware of how you feel and breathing. So breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Excellent. Wherever you are in your space, your mat has you. Your mat is supporting you, so there's no need to worry about that mat not being there. But let's soften through that entire body, right? Let go of the toes, all 10 of them. Let go through the feet, through the arches, through the heels, through the ball of the foot, through the ankle. Exhale through the shins and the knees. Letting go through the thighs and the hips. Softening through your trunk and your torso. Letting go through your shoulders and then down the length of both arms. Your arms are easy and relaxing on your mat. So maybe here, we will just gently turn that head from side to side. Relax your neck. And then once you settle that head, let's just feel the body breathe. Feel the chest rise. Feel the chest fall. Feel the rhythm of your breath. And then from your breath, let's go ahead and tune into the mind and just find that safe, easy, quiet space where you're always safe and warm, serene and easy. Let's just hover in this space and enjoy a few moments of solitude. And slowly and gently, let's bring your awareness and your focus back to the room. And let's find that breath. So let's reestablish that Dirga Shwasana. Deep, full breath in. Complete and full breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. continue to breathe. But maybe here, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe stretch yourselves out, or even roll over onto your side for just another moment. And then you can certainly stay right in your space wherever you are. You can go ahead and make your way back up into a seated position. We'll bring your hands to your lap or to your knees. We're just going to close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet. Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. Om Shanti. I cannot wait to see you guys soon in person, right? We are all stronger together at the Y. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Have an excellent, excellent weekend. Remember, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, get your vitamin D, get on outside, visit with Mr. Sunshine, right? And hydrate, oh my goodness, you need to hydrate. And as always, you need to go right now and wash your paws. So I'm gonna scoot forward. There we are. You guys have an excellent, excellent weekend. There's Shannon. Hi Shannon, how you doing? There we go. Oh my goodness, Christy's there too. Hot doggity. Well, you guys all have a great weekend. I cannot wait to hear all about your adventures and, you know, stretch your hammies. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys, me and Montague, England, sitting out here on the porch, enjoying some nature, right? A couple of butterflies. I think there's a bunny in the yard, but we are reminding you as always to please go wash your paws. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.